Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX and I'm Megha Sharma. The air quality in Delhi continues to deteriorate as the days pass by, run up to the Diwali period. Now, in such a situation, the questions that we continue to ask our politicians, our government are not really paying any heed. So, while we get in prominent citizens of Delhi, while we get in the eminent people who live in and reside in Delhi, we are trying to put pressure on all political parties, on governments, union and state to at least make them wake up and then do something about it. But before I get in people, eminent personalities from Delhi to talk about this subject, let's quickly get in the Delhi Environment Minister Gopal Rai to speak on this matter. My first question to you, Gopal Rai, is the emergency meeting that was led by you today, which discussed how to curb pollution in Delhi. What has been the outcome of it?
दिल्ली के अंदर कल से एक्यूआई का स्तर बढ़ रहा है और दिल्ली नहीं पूरे उत्तर भारत में बढ़ रहा है। उत्तर भारत में जो असर है उसका असर दिल्ली पे भी पड़ रहा है। दिल्ली में प्रदूषण का जो स्तर बढ़ रहा है उसको नियंत्रित करने के लिए दिल्ली में जो है उन सभी कदम को उठाया जा रहा है जिससे कि जो प्रदूषण के सोर्स हैं उनको कंट्रोल किया जा सके। दिल्ली में आज हवा की स्पीड काफ़ी कम है, टेम्परेचर डाउन जा रहा है, इससे कि स्मॉग की स्थिति बनी हुई है और ऐसे में जो पोल्यूशन के कण होते हैं वो वायुमंडल में फैलते नहीं हैं, वो नीचे सतह पे आते हैं, जिसकी वजह से आज एक्यूआई का स्तर बढ़ रहा है। तो अभी हमारी कोशिश ये है, कंस्ट्रक्शन गतिविधियों को बंद किया गया है। जो BS3 पेट्रोल की और BS4 डीजल की जो गाड़ियां हैं उनके गतिविधियों को, उनके संचालन को बंद किया गया है। तो जिससे कि जो गाड़ियों का पोल्यूशन है, जो कंस्ट्रक्शन का पोल्यूशन है, उनको जो है रोका जाए, उनको कम किया जाए, जिससे कि इनका लोगों के ऊपर असर कम हो। इन परिस्थितियों को देखते हुए अभी जगह जगह वाटर स्प्रिंकलिंग को जो है वो बढ़ा दिया गया।
गोपाल राय जी, सबसे बड़ा क्वेश्चन आता है जो स्टबल बर्निंग का, ये पिछले साल से भी ज़्यादा इसका इंटेंसिटी बढ़ गया है। इसमें गवर्नमेंट क्यों नहीं काम कर रही है? व्हाई हैज़ इट नॉट बीन स्टॉप?
देखिए, दिल्ली के अंदर हम बायोडिकम्पोजर का पूरा छिड़काव करते हैं। पंजाब में हमारी सरकार है जहाँ पर पराली जलने की घटनाओं में पिछले साल से 50% से ज़्यादा कमी आई है और हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि उसे और कम किया जाए। लेकिन अभी जो प्रदूषण हो रहा है वो पूरे दिल्ली NCR से हो रहा है। मैं आपको ये आंकड़ा दिखा रहा हूँ, अभी आज की खबर है। देश में 52 सबसे जो पोल्यूटेड जो ज़िले हैं उनमें से 20 जिला केवल हरियाणा का है। तो अभी चारों तरफ जो दिल्ली के अंदर जो गतिविधियां हो रही हैं उनका असर दिल्ली के ऊपर भी पड़ रहा है। तो हमारे निवेदन है केंद्र सरकार से, केंद्रीय पर्यावरण मंत्री से भी, हरियाणा के पर्यावरण मंत्री से, उत्तर प्रदेश के पर्यावरण मंत्री से, कि अब सभी लोगों को जागने का समय आ गया है, सक्रिय होने का समय आ गया है। हम चूंकि पूरा समस्या पूरे उत्तर भारत की है, सभी मिल करके जब प्रयास करेंगे तो इसे और बेहतर तरीके से जो है इसकी चुनौती को हम सामना कर सकते हैं।
Now the Delhi government has imposed GRAP 3. This has been now deployed. ये हमारे पर्यावरण को साफ करने में कैसे हेल्प करेगी?
देखिए, ग्रैप 4 अगर एक्यूआई का स्तर 400 से 50 से ऊपर जाता है तो ग्रैप 4 की तरफ भी सरकार बढ़ेगी।
गोपाल राय जी, आप इन स्मॉग टावर्स के बारे में बात कराइए। इनका क्या अभी सिचुएशन है, इनकी क्या स्थिति है? यहाँ पे बीजेपी भी आपको अटैक कर रही है कि ये स्मॉग टावर्स हैं, इनको बंद करके रखा है।
देखिए, 2 स्मॉग टावर हैं आनंद विहार में जो केंद्र सरकार चलाती है। दिल्ली के अंदर जो स्मॉग टावर है वो कनॉट प्लेस में है। कनॉट प्लेस में जो स्मॉग टावर था, 1 साल पहले DPCC का चेयरमैन बनाया गया अश्विनी कुमार जी को, उन्होंने बिना कैबिनेट के निर्णय के अपने आप ही जो है उन्होंने पैसे रोक दिए और स्मॉग टावर बंद कर दिए, जिसके खिलाफ हमने CM को भी लिखा है कि इसको तुरंत शुरू किया जाए।
गोपाल राय जी, अब यहाँ पे जो सिटीजन्स की है, जो दिल्ली के रेजिडेंट्स हैं, उनकी तो गलती नहीं है कि यहाँ पे पोल्यूशन इतना बढ़ रहा है। आप इस पोल्यूशन जो बढ़ता ही जा रहा है इसका किसको रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी देंगे?
नहीं, हर साल बढ़ नहीं रहा है। हर साल का अगर प्रदूषण देखें तो कम हो रहा है। 2015 में 365 में से 109 दिन थे जिसमें एयर क्वालिटी अच्छी थी। इस साल अभी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने डेटा रिलीज किया है कि 200 से ज़्यादा अच्छे दिन रहे। लेकिन जो ये 1 नवंबर से ख़ास तौर से जो अगले 15-20 दिन है, जो सर्दियों का में जो मौसम चेंज होता है, वो मौसम के परिवर्तन के साथ हमारी कोशिश है कि इस समय भी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जो इसके इम्पैक्ट को कम किया जाए।
क्या दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट इस पे काम कर रही है कि वो एक लॉन्ग लास्टिंग सोल्यूशन इसको ढूंढे? इस जो प्रॉब्लम है हर साल आती रही है, ये 6-7 साल से अब ये एक पेरेनियल प्रॉब्लम है। क्या है कोई लॉन्ग लास्टिंग परमानेंट सोल्यूशन मिल सकता है इस प्रॉब्लम से?
नहीं, दिल्ली सरकार अकेले नहीं ढूंढ सकती। पूरे उत्तर भारत की पोल्यूशन की समस्या है। दिल्ली सरकार जो अपने स्तर का प्रयास कर सकती है और हम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन उत्तर भारत की पोल्यूशन की समस्या दिल्ली केवल नहीं हल कर सकती। इसके लिए केंद्र सरकार को जागना पड़ेगा, उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार को जागना पड़ेगा, हरियाणा की सरकार को भी जागना पड़ेगा, पंजाब की सरकार को भी और सक्रिय होना पड़ेगा। सभी मिलके जब प्रयास करेंगे तब ये समस्या का समाधान निकलेगा।
Okay. All right. So there you have it. The Delhi Environment Minister saying that solution cannot be found in isolation by the Delhi government itself. It has to be the governments across all the states in North India who will have to come together to find a permanent solution to this perennial problem. Also on the telecast with me is Shibani Kashyap. Shibani, it's good to have you, and it's a very wrong time to be living in Delhi. Unfortunately, you and I and millions of people are still residing in Delhi, unfortunately so. How are you dealing with, how are you and your family dealing with it? Shibani, can I request you to please turn on your mic?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Now?
Yeah.
I'm audible?
Yeah.
Hey, okay, so it's a terrible time, and it's like it happens every year. It's like a calendar. We can mark it in our calendars that when the stubble burns, when the crop burns, this is gonna happen, right? So the root cause of this problem has to be dealt with first, and that's when we'll be able to be a pollution-free Delhi. So it just happened very suddenly. Like, on the 1st of November, I remember I had a concert, I had a show, and it was a beautiful evening, beautiful Delhi evening, as I would say. Suddenly, when I wake up on 2nd November, which is yesterday, the air is filled with smog, and it was just completely tainted. The whole city was tainted with pollution and smog. And by the time, yesterday when I got back home after all my work and meetings, my throat was choked, and I just decided to stay home, and I'm home. I'm homebound right now because I'm so scared to step out. I can't go for my morning walks. I can't step out. And it's so sad because this is supposed to be the best weather in Delhi, and we can't enjoy it. We can't relish it. And it's Diwali season. Imagine all the festivities are going on, all the shopping, all the celebrations. Nothing can, I mean, it's just really, everything is being compromised with because of the pollution.
I completely agree with you. And it becomes a sensitive matter for a singer because your lungs at this point of time are inhaling poison, like there's poison in the air. I remember when I first came to Delhi, and I think the first 15 days, this was in October, the first 15 to 20 days, I had just completely lost my voice. So since you live in Delhi and have been living here for several years now, how do you deal with it as a singer?
No, it's horrible. It's like living in a gas chamber, and this is very this is dangerous. It's not just for a singer. Of course, my voice it's not the same. When I wake up in the morning, I literally, my voice croaks. I have a croaking voice, and if somebody were to call me up in the morning, they wouldn't be able to recognize that this is the same Shibani Kashyap who's a singer, because I've had the air purifier on all night and all of those things. I've been taking steam inhalation. I've been trying to do, yoga, pranayam, breathing, and all of that. But still, the fact is, if I step out, it's a gas chamber out there. And so, honestly speaking, I've just booked my ticket and I'm leaving day after. I'm going to Mumbai, and I don't think I'll be here for Diwali as well, because I just can't risk it. Because my throat is already, as you can hear, I'm having a strain, and even trying to talk. It's really, really bad.
Yeah, exactly. It impacts your work because you sing for a living. So how do you do this? And who's going to compensate you for the losses that then you're going to face when it comes to your professionality?
I had just said no to a show which was supposed to happen on Sunday. I've said no to it because it was going to be an open air outdoor show. An outdoor show means I would have sung and I would have been inhaling and I would have been gasping for breath. And I wouldn't have been able to do my best, because I know if I would sing in that polluted atmosphere, I wouldn't sound my best at all. I would be at my worst. So I had to say no to work. It was a loss, financial loss, image loss, everything. So this is the harm that we're all facing, professionally, also personally, health wise. It's terrible. It's like really literally living in a gas chamber right now.
You said that you already booked your tickets, you're moving out of Delhi, you're heading to Mumbai. This is, unfortunately,
all-time high right now. The ticket rates have gone up because everybody seems to be, it's like an exodus. So yeah, I managed to book it, but I'm leaving because I just can't, I cannot breathe here like this.
Everybody I know have already booked their tickets. They're already either leaving in a couple of days, like you are, or they've already left, and they're going to only come back after 3 weeks after Diwali gets over, because that's become a routine. It's no more an exception for you to travel, because ideally you would want to stay at your home, you would want to celebrate Diwali, you would do the puja at home. That is supposed to be our culture, that is supposed to be our tradition, that every single time Diwali has to be celebrated inside your home, because it is the Lakshmi. They say when you light up your homes and with the diyas and you do the puja, you invite Lakshmi into your home.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here you are leaving your homes. So it's just completely turned upside down. The Diwali festival of lights, festival of joy, meeting friends, going to each other's homes. It's just completely I think come to a standstill, because most people are stepping out. They don't want to do this.
I didn't step out. I haven't stepped out of the house since yesterday 7 o'clock. I've been home.
Yeah,
it's been over 24 hours almost. I'm stuck here inside my home, because if I step out, I start coughing, and also the eyes start burning.
Do you also have your family members here in Delhi?
Yes, exactly. I do.
So are they also traveling with you? Because it has got health repercussions as well.
Yes, so we are all traveling, and because we don't want, health is the most important thing out here. We don't want to fall ill, and this is like a severe zone right now. Anything could happen, and already there's been viral and dengue and all of that, which has been rampant in Delhi. So Delhi has been very, there have been a lot of epidemics and diseases and these flus and the virus and the dengues, and now this pollution. So we don't need this.
Yeah.
We really need a health. Health has to be prioritized in our city. It's a capital city, for Christ's sake. And so my question here is that if we can reach the moon through Chandrayaan-3, we can achieve so many admirable things. Why can't we come to a simple solution like being a pollution-free city? Why not? Wherever I go in the world, AQI levels are so less. It's so controlled. It's so good. Fresh air. Why can't we have that here in Delhi? I don't understand. They always blame it on the geographical location of the city, or something like construction work or whatever. But it is, I believe that it is the stubble and the crop burning which needs to be stopped in some way. Even if it has to happen, there has to be some scientific way to do it, so that it doesn't affect the air like this. It's poisoning us. This is poison.
Why do you think, the state governments and the union government are grappling in fighting this pollution problem? There are these GRAP 1, 2, 3 where schools are being shut, construction activities are being halted, there are vehicles that are being fined which are of BS4, BS3 levels. Why have the governments not been able to find a solution?
But this is no solution by shutting down the schools. How much will it affect the pollution? It will not. Either you do a complete severe lockdown, or you come to the root cause of the problem. Yeah, I mean, it is always brushed under the carpet. Always brushed under the carpet. There is never, every year it happens, year in and year out. This is the worst dark area of the year in Delhi. Why don't they put this on high priority? Why are other things? I mean, today we've had a reservation bill passed for women, right? We were on a chat with NewsX recently about that. So, wherein these kind of activities are happening, what about health? What about human value, human life? What about our life? Isn't that important? That should be the most important thing.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Shibani. Thank you for joining us, sharing your views, airing your angst with us. Every single Delhiite at this point of time is feeling the same problem. I also have with me Sonal Mansingh. She is the Rajya Sabha member of the Parliament. She is a celebrated classical dancer. And thank you so much, ma'am, for coming on our show. And obviously, my first question, the fact that including you, everybody in Delhi, us, we all are trapped in our homes. And how are you dealing with the situation?
No, I'm not trapped in my house, but I'm not going for my walk outside. But I have plenty of, going hither and thither for my work and meetings. So I am outside, and I don't run air conditioning because it doesn't suit me. So I'm breathing the same air as you, and I don't know how many lakhs and crores of Delhiites are breathing.
Sonal Mansingh ji, is anybody in your family facing asthma? And also, if not, there are already breathing issues that almost every single Delhiite is facing. What's the situation in your family and with you?
Some are wearing masks and some have this air cleaner or whatever that machine is called. They've installed these in their bedroom and homes, whoever can afford it. I don't do any of that because I think one should have that kind of immunity, not only immunity, but that kind of a mindset that everywhere you cannot fight nature. We have created this problem and we have to go through it. But the point is how to not go on not creating such problems. That is the moot point as I understand, right? And no, nothing of the sort. I can't. I told you that, this is not I've been living in Delhi from 1967, and of late with the increased population in Delhi NCR, even the Lutyens Delhi, increased the number of vehicles on road, increased the number of burning of all kinds of waste. So everything is increasing.
Ma'am, who do you think is to be blamed for the deteriorating air quality in Delhi?
I think everyone. I think everyone. I'll tell you why. Because those who have one car want 2 or 3 cars. Okay? The more cars, the more pollution. Number 2, allowing so many trucks and lorries and 3-wheelers, that put, running on roads without any problem, in the sense that there is no stopping them. Number 3, the 2-wheelers, my God, they are just everywhere. So how much smoke and trucks and lorries, it is impossible to imagine how much carbon dioxide is being let off in the air. Another thing that I have spoken about very often is the e-waste. I don't think that I don't know, but I have not heard of any remedial measures being taken to tackle e-waste. The easiest thing that you sell off your old telephone, you sell off your old refrigerator and whatever, else all these machines, yantras, either they are broken or they are burnt off, part by part. I've heard all that from reliable sources. And the lead and the fumes are deadlier than anything else. So nobody is addressing the e-waste. Nobody is addressing controlling the number of vehicles on road. Now, on one hand, there is commodification, or there is, let's say, market, commerce. The more cars you sell, the better economy, people are satisfied, those who have to have money to throw. But who's going to bell the cat? How do you stop the absolute, madness about buying every new car for those who can afford them? Then, as I said, the burning of the waste. Kooda kachra jo ikattha hota hai, what happens to that? Haven't you seen that huge mountain of kachra outside, I think, Alipur on way to Kurukshetra? I couldn't believe it. I said, this entire landscape used to be flat. How come there is such a big mountain, small mountain? They said, ma'am, it's not a mountain, it's just a heap of waste. And there are roads taking lorries up there to deliver the cargo of more waste. And there are these predatory birds hanging around, dogs and whatnot, and the stink in the air. My God, so who's addressing that?
Sonalji, do you think the governments are doing enough to fight pollution in Delhi?
Is it not the responsibility of every citizen, public awareness? What happens to that? ये तो हमारा काम नहीं, हम तो ये फेंकेंगे, हम तो ये करेंगे, हम तो और गाड़ी खरीदेंगे, सरकार करे सब. Why? So I think the responsibility lies equally with us, Nagarik, the citizen, as well as the government. And दो हाथ से ताली बजती है. So unless there are strict measures taken, and unless public really wakes up, we'll go on shouting. Then the parali burning, we know that year after year in Punjab and then Haryana. Where does all that toxic smoke go? In our lungs. Where else?
Ma'am, you talk about the responsibility that needs to be shared by the citizens equally as the governments. But do you think our governments are really looking to find a solution to solve this problem?
No, I mean, Delhi is, this responsibility is with the Delhi government, as I understand, because I also did a bit of research. And if I'm not wrong, the major part of responsibility lies with the local Delhi government. I don't know what they're doing, because I think, if you remember last year, they paid some young people, Har Ek Chaurahe pe, all the crossroads, they were standing with some banners and hoardings, and they had caps and their t-shirts, and they were given some daily wages, money, honorarium. Switch off the machine, your car, and start again at green light. I mean, come on, such a childish thing to do. But there are no real strict measures. There is no, I don't think there is any plan, any yojana, any doables that I hear of. I hope I'm wrong, but you know, if there were some doables, if there were some measures taken, and then we wouldn't be going through what we are going through now. And it's getting worse day by day, isn't it?
Thank you, Sonal Mansingh ji, for joining us on the telecast, airing your views. I'm out of time. I'll have to take a quick short break, but before I go, I'll remind my viewers that we'll continue to carry forward this campaign, the Right to Breathe campaign, Save Delhi, and thereby we are going to get more and more eminent people of Delhi to come join us to speak their mind about the pollution problem that we continue to face year after year. And we want to push the governments to do action, to take action, to act upon this problem in a serious manner, and not the way with the frivolous actions that it is taking, trying to then assuage the people, assuage Delhiites, to tell them that yes, we in fact have taken. It's just a smoke screen and nothing more. So while we get more people to voice their concerns, tell the government that what it is doing is not enough, serious action needs to be taken. This perhaps might just wake up our governments of the day to then act. Thanks for watching.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.